Hello there and welcome to day 21 of 28 days of colour. I am going to go ahead and pull the colour card. We've got 7 more days left of this, so let's push and push. On day 21 of 28 days of colour, what colour message, what intuitive message needs to come through for today? Oh, my head just did a little tilt, but the colour card says, let love in. And as you can see, I'm wearing pink already, but I'm going to go ahead and do the advice card before I go back to this. So on day 21 of 28 days of colour, what intuitive message, what advice cards need to come through for our body, soul, spirits and our minds? Oh, and the advice card says, what does your soul say? So, let love in. But also, what does your soul say? As you notice here, I'm going to start with this advice card. There are 3 circles, and I love this deck because a lot of it is all about cycles, circles, things connecting, right? But as you can notice, there's almost like a geometry circle going on here, but they're all interconnected. If I zoom in a bit closer, you can see how they overlap. And I think, when we are in a season of our lives where we're searching in, trying to be receptive to that which we're trying to call in, which, might be love, might be, embracing more kindness to yourself, I want to say. I'm just trying to get the words around my head. Sometimes your soul might do a lot of searching, a lot of putting the pieces together, puzzling things together, doing the, the Pythagorean theorem about, all the possibilities that could exist around letting love in. But the key question that your soul is asking you or wanting you to ask is, what does your soul say about this? What does your soul say about the ways in which you learn to receive? What does your soul say about the ways in which you learn to also open up your heart to the multiple possibilities that exist? Because again, I've always said, and I'm a firm believer in the saying that 2 truths can exist at the same time. And I think that's quite important when we are, working with these kind of messages about opening ourselves up to love, feelings, emotions, and experiences and senses. The key search and the key call within is to look at what your soul is saying about this and listen to your own spirit. But as you can see, pink is quite an amorous colour. It's quite a, I want to say a fulfilling colour. And the different hues of pink, to me, you can see around the stem it's quite light pink, but then you've also got dark pink areas. And I think, this can also speak to the variations in which we might receive love, the variations in which we might also give, but we might let in the ways that we can receive feelings and emotions from others and be empathetic. Receptive is the word that I'm getting to this embrace. So I hope these messages resonate and, reside in your spirit.